Hello.
Hello.
Lawyer Fatty.
Yes, madam.
Me pacha. Yes, super so clear bibi.
Yo, where the me ma o tie for ajo.
Yeah, Jos.
Ai na mo collectors biasa.
Me pacha ai.
Next year say yeah press release we. When September, press release me here amount for send ya to say ebi ka to be a rent to be a ko na si papa Shee akọ daddy Lumba ni properties bi so eni nam ho obi nso so bi akọ rent into a year general publication say
Avoid Busafa Samaba, I assemble that Lumba, and a Bushafon Sansamina, ye pomocho, Papa Shee, and no side, no, Mom Asamujimbra, na ye legend no a ye no, ona Bibia Massa, ye chewy, Aden.
and so say the other settle nobody should go on his property because they all form part of his estate no be ankoso. And see, when you were na Mammy Akusia extra yen or trying two letters. First one was say, Jamawako, Lumba properties, Visuma, 7 Suma before I'm granting assets. And Papa Shee, so send America, so my Papa Shee, a cock of property said, it's a month for say, we rent a car, and what you rent and see.
Who can draw? He's lying.
Hello, Papa Shee. Hello, madam.
Yo. Pacha meet you. Cancel me pacha yako.
Auntie, waiting am yes, I press release no on that letter, that first September letter. See, Mammy Akosia drawing 2 letters. Or try first one, so call properties in the sono, young granting assets. Second one, no, or track a chair and say, or no, one daddy Lumba worry, Germany under civil law. Into a person chair and say, she is the sole surviving wife of daddy Lumba. In response to those 2 letters, and the man, your trolls are letter, ma. You're the man, no. Because letter, na letter or the ma daddy Lumba from her lawyer say or no call in Sanko our anyway jai wamano 10 days or ultimatum one thing in car she will assess her right from the German court or many lawyers from Mesa and Company and no much legal firm or Ghana and no more much roying. And see, I know whom why any de buy ya, yet the more any buy ya did why any buy. I think I'll receive on the 2nd. On the 3rd, sa letter no crowd, much lawyers lecturer, no more cry. Quilqua Diane Co. Law firm, no much trying. And so on the 3rd, you know, any who said Dominion Chambers, Kumasi, I de a year bre, the rate a brewery, was happening.
Inti a year letter na e buy a coma kusia hono. To respond to say or call properties no one and conform and quine. It's a new busia paying a choice letter.
First, or Troy, and or Troy, my ebusia penny through his lawyers.
Okay.
In social letter, no problem say, dear counsel, it was a response to the lawyer. It's but I'm not for now, and I almost said, your dear call court, no. And I know by that letter, but not that wasn't it. She had already written 2 letters to us already.
Okay.
Into 2 letters and her response, no. First letter, no, you say, or call property, no, so no. Yeah, I'm granting assets. And the second one, and the war, a high, I said, Papa Shee for Papa Shee spoke to him. And we want we correspondence, we want our phone. So I
Pacha, who fresh off of Papa Shee, no. Who be son said, Wako. So okwakoje rent na
there be me be son no Papa Shee son one am ni baby and na mami akosia friend no.
Hello.
Yes, maybe Papa Shee say my sister wa call efie ho akwa ko bisa tenants no nsensem bi. Family the publication about out say more bi ankoko properties so pese okwa only lawyers na nebusiafo ne nkasa. No mo ma okwan na for. Also no nam ni da bi na mami akosia esma no say onkonko ho shade ma no. Na me say next time we ko baby sa on friend lawyers na na say busiafo no mo nya away. You shouldn't just go there like that. You see, 2 letters na ye try na hu mu aye and na ye almost try na hu mu aye na ye de ba ya from Kwekwada camping and go yeah.
Okay.
And hu mu aye de buy on the second no. Na say third almost receiving on the second. Not third and normally en court e wo Kumasi.
Okay. Lawyer Fati Mesro na che say response bi amode ma mama akosua ba enye busua panyi e na troye.
Response no busia penny you na represent busia penny. It's yen to mean sure letters are busia penny on ka ho.
Okay.
Ye ni busia penny letters ne ba ye free busia penny ye tell say busia penny mami akosa the letters aba. E tell busia penny e dia na won kai but ye tell say ya tell say mami akosa short 2 letters. First ne ka japade na asem say okoto na Young Johnson asset. Or no any agent because on only call Kumasi na Papa Shee call Accra di. I'm a Papa Shee, I'm a friend wo. Second one no, and not say on no kuane because we are worry Lumba under civil law in Germany.
Me pacha ho no watch me mu amati ase. But me baby no na me pese ye ti ase yi. Why na cho letter bre busia paying first? Hello.
Let me see
Me pacho, one letter na buy no. According to the buy na say, ebusia pay na cho letter come mama akosua sewa. Say ekuna no no kwa ontumi nye age se odobroni omu mienu no be kan bom na omo aye. Enti sa wan prea onye bi. Me pacho sa letter no eye busia pay na troye na efri lawyers no ho.
Yeah, also who say yeah busia penny lawyers. And see whatever we write no na busia penny the voice any electro.
Eye busia pay voice okay.
Because letters ne buy no ye ni busia penny say ye the letters are bread. Ye the letters are bread say momo dia. Because say one or the body wo or the back for busia penny. But to be see yan lawyers no so. Any affair with Busapeni say the letters are about 2 letters. Near Busapeni discuss yes, Senuni. A Busafona Tanasia can say, Ukrano. What letter was why extra say? One no good on Saba. Don't worry you.
Life at me question in me. Me person me who say, why natural bar first? Life at
me
pacho tie me person answer we man oh say aba out say see say eyebusia pay na cho letter first dem ma ye ma me akosia say wa say o ma ni nye kuna no anaso so obe agree na omutu no aye kuna e na ye ma me e de asem ne court sa na tie ana
sa be na tie because busia penny cho letter fra say yen lawyer say na cho me busia penny ye ni busia penny discuss letters no
me pacho
I say men na obi gan
me pacho lawyer
manem to no be asen kasa
bisa wa say ta
ma faate dia ma me na kire no to bo ase na kire mu when na declare bre yen ya yewura court ho enna ma me bisa when na di kan declare bre me e ko sama me court ho wan ya me ne
madam akosa
na be to bo ase
mpacho ye ti o
se wa na declare bre me say yen ko court
madam akosia and the yen court
okay
but before then Madam Akosia na dey en court.
Okay.
But before then, now I try in 2 letters.
Anu ni a pay na also de na no.
Ye no 2 letters no efi kwekwa die en ko. E no try ye. Ye busuafo na akasa.
Eti pacho mu fem no, mu de mo anchro no. Mo afa letter bia anko. E no no be try mo first. So wa cop properties ni so, but ya ma ne kwan.
Aha, ono no din kai.
Eti die ne provoke no ma ne court no.
Ono ne letters 2 no de ba na ye yi ano no.
Me pacho mu yi ano ne ye den.
Ye yi ano na ye letter na omo receive on the 2nd no.
Okay.
Enti ye yi ano pe e no de ye court.
Me pacho die na mu di yi na no.
Step niama no tro ba e ne wanu ye ne de man no because ono say ono nko ane yere. First letter na ye so for property ni so ama ya granting asset. Second one no or say or try and say ono nko ane yere obeye kuna because for worry that the Lumba and civil law.
Okay.
And busuafo ni ye ne busuafo ni ye nsena se busuafo say omo ni mpoto akọwari we brochure omo ni amsa customary law and sister letter wo ho letter no ya kire say wo de ne nsaba because of no start am no ni ono ni busuafo ni si no wo de nsaba dia and ye na wo kra na wo nya yere sister nkola ni ntini e consider say wo be ye kuna na se sister wo to wo kire ye say da bi wona waso yokuna mo bi nye kuna dia anya na nhwe yi
okay
we bufuo ba no for listen yes say we are open for discussion we just any aka say enkabra
okay
na mo mra na mo beka ho asem wamba bi hu ya ne say ukoko menim say
me ba cho intiasia ye adwuma me last question person is answer ebisa Mr. Wo 2 letters no every year mami akosia ho e na ba ye ansana mugina busia penya na mu e responding
exactly
okay thank you wa clear ho mami me pacho mama akosia na de mo court because say or say onu pe respond no de ma mu ni amomo de response na ma ne back no enu na ma ne de mo court say man kire mu say mama onye kuna man kire wo mu say onye kuna na na me ba cho mu kire wo mu say onye kuna no brosha kwa ni di mba so
yeah just don't know kwa ni be ye kuna so say it was happening from day one ni stand ni say e man ni eru ni be ye kuna
waka
say there be onu kwa ni be ye kuna e wan e was happening say there be enye yesa e man ni eru e be ye kuna.
Okay, yeah, that's it. And that's it. And then the letter no.
Bisano.
Say, omuye law firm Emma Lumba no. Omusa kasa letter no date ben.
Bisano.
Oko me producer party yan lawyer fati.
Ye pese o be letter ni fi ba.
Me pese me bisa ne say obi a be ye pefrepe. Dan pacho kasa. Lawyer fati.
Yeah.
Where the Mr. we need him wa. Me pese me bisa say eye Lumba mo firm no mo se ka letter bi free ye ma me akosia se wa wo so opese ojaya ware
letters no say ye client I need the data if you want the letters be including that letter no mina e wa ye ho
me pa cho
letter no na letter no kran ye en sakeke odi akọ watro mu ni niama ohia ya fan settle na ade enti no ono normal the letter straw the lawyer straw that the Lumba
okay
that the Lumba ya ne started one or hand ni na amaye
okay me pa cho so did you grant her wish so oka so person wo ja aware no as a firm any mo client no mu ye ma no
that time enya letter no na kama yenya se papa ne de no de letter daddy Lumba ne de letters ne mai enti say ya won koma ya ni daddy Lumba but so ama ni lo ya du atro no dada say ya daddy Lumba ni decide ni be engage who his last lawyer na only lawyers ni aye juma dada
okay
Nani lawyer is where you do man.
Okay.
The lawyer no, it was say kosa dance no now making sure say eye crossing. Ya koye see a video bi wo court dem ho say say bi Lumba wanya ne ba bi ko ne maami free mu no ye hu say na ye maami akosia sewa esu wo video na ebi da social media wo video no say maami ni su efu oda hokapo ye hu efu na ni ya ka say ne tie.
These people are very
They say no shouldn't be idea we say focus here then ekoso because certificate ni idea soon go e ke betimi ati asemwe mu clean na nyina ya pay baby atna appeal ya say amosimu koi e say lawyer for no be catch eye empen kakra bi ni etimi e catch yourself for fresh evidence bi bra e be ka asem foforo no one show ya de wo de kotu mu kane na ye botu gu ya e ka asem nyina mu koye kuna no enua na wo say osako present na wo de present ya be and none so society evidence act running society say was authenticated through a process and sana ya diatum now the koni ya mouth chance for fresh evidence but na appeal no wo appeal here wo koya na say wo buy it here can you should be bold enough to spell out to lawyer and say we're failing more we're failing more that is what you should focus on I didn't think there was a better near chinwe hu diary empress I didn't think there was a better more thing the day I did from left right center
because I no play Ghana
again yentina say MOB in disrespect your court no nipa no watre o say wo they almost free craft fair for original no and now the rifle document enye ne yatina what until e wo ho no man pa enti mutimi yi fa ba de bia people show mutimi yi bi court no me ehunu say e bi me
Sabi we are
once again judge Lanka say a fake na mom she say ye da ho ansa na wo present court and na ye problematic.
So men say okay.
What's the meaning of this?
The komu go through process na.
And one a judge na to check.
Okay.
And say on ti Germany nti no nimumra entemra.
It's original. You can decide to receive it or denounce it. It's original, authentic. Any wants to read that. It's authentic. Fake.
Yeah, Empress. Money apologize. Money tina. Ninyansa no di ejuma no tina nuwa mu no finance. Money apologize.
You were there. What's it?
What's the first one no problem the buy no? Na different. And the second way so different.
Na say ukoji date this is Germany this is
no or say fake. We fake. Lawyer I'm saying it. Lawyer I say fake. Lawyer say what German. The lawyer no ka say what German.
Yeah, we fake.
Yes.
Or
Pante. Sakrawaji ne da evangelist na unmu nyame na.
We timi Ghana.
Oh yeah.
Because say why say there? Why you we say on fie? We fake.
When you fake and say
one ka fake. Me say no e cause wo.
Me say you fake and wa farmer mo. Kada na wa angry.
Na nya African ya onye Ghana na mo.
African. Tu be say African you go African you throw.
Onye mu ina about. Atufo ni dey John 8:44.
Krata na o de ba na nye.
Ah, okay, one is
Suffer. Ola.
Mama we come so we na Ashanti no town. They say
I was penny say man me say Ashanti no town. But John mo ya me Ghana ina ma say. I was this penny say am come Ashanti no town. Say I was na law na ka. For me Maria Ashanti no town. Say o ma be yan wa Ashanti. Ghana for ma to Ghana. I mean it say. You see so na adwuma no. Wow. Fake someone say me boa.
Yeah, but
they said it.
We short process na etita no de chere.
Na something you tell say what I am by a citizen. Fake nyama mo be a citizen. Na say one na ma Lumba yes citizen.
Daddy,
yes one na ma yes citizen.
Oh Jesus.
I don't know go. And yes one na ma Lumba yes citizen.
Suffer.
Hey, e be say come no can draw.
Ukro flag we che by what is say.
Suffer.
My background is 7 years ago. I'm so fresh. Yes. I've been here for 7 years. It is already 7 years.
Me pa choda me show. Eniama okita me di hu ye. From foreign affairs me hu so almost stamp no omo nyama go.
They said it inside the court.
Yes.
Mommy said they said it inside the courtroom.
Okay.
Say enye papa.
Me pa cho. Me pa cho.
Ona na ko fe ya to come to say mu bantuma ye come to say mu Adams no mo ye best stamp German stamp am as see ah tiny bin way to say citizen we say net we need but let's look at me
da here to so na enka
Ubia wale krata.
Ola yanko.
Empress.
Yes.
It's a crowd. She's done well. One of the things I'm DT embassy at Bonabas, it has to do with the fact that what me and we say Ghana a bit to me, Jensen be breathing at transferred in term rather than dragging the cases for years and years and years. And Mestre say, yeah, Chief Justice, you know, if they could look at these things and see, say, some cases be or you wait me at transfer intent. Now, yes, so be a few. See me cases and not made, you know, say, bit me inside those corruption cases are Yabobodin, I work out the national service there, Dubois there. Good to me there, all those things, you know. Say, if yet me fast track issues, na cases need me didn't intend to me, but rather than say better, I will say now we training nasi, now we see, every hand near Kotuaba. One near ever to a near force, papa, intended na cushion, yet to a new government, but also be your free. As we are not really solving or fighting the issue of corruption very well. So I'm hoping say this will at least trigger our, you know, our seriousness is a bad word. It will trigger our eagerness to want to resolve some of these cases. And I did currently I'm a bonabaso me say odini oshebo no diso.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean you'll be an oshebo diso. So oshebo no diso we need to appreciate her for that. Because I'm so also how important this issue is. Until I say, or try so be resolve it before dating and not much at that time. And why true to her? Well, she's done it, even though just a day or two but she's done it. And Osha, the period or the FSA, I think it's actually less than a month, right? It's less than a month. You know, my there, her ladyship Dorinda Smith at a PhD. Yeah, I had a very wonderful person. Yeah, no, I come up so. Na me shrano. Na Peninsula Kase sometimes haste make waste. So people when you are there, we out to me from so. You know, I won't see a bonabaso so in term there, but a beer. To your book some issues could have been properly, you know, dealt with. Issues maybe has to do with documentation.
Okay.
Yes, admittedly, processor the filing certain documents, especially if it has to do with other countries, you know. I think that because of the haste, my understanding, because of speed in our near pains, you know, some of the process had to be truncated, like also a jumpy because he paint somebody about. And we understand so it be affected the whole proving case, you know. Then I think that even though we are trying to, I am pleading or asking, say, bit me, I hasty some of the cases. I'm also saying that haste make waste sometimes. So we should give some considerable amount of time for, you know, authentication of some of these documentations. May try to understand certain things. Government in Germany, so from the embassy and people that are very close to the embassy. And I realized, when you say Empress, Daddy Lumba, new Wumpa Sokrano, knows of fighting to finish the documentation of the last child.
Wow.
Yeah, the last child. But you say no correct.
Okay. The last child.
Last child. No fighting to finish the passport of the last child.
Last child.
Because my sources told me, say, he had done it for 4 kids. But I said back home you need the expire, then he had to renew it. See, all those 4 are supposed to have a German passport.
Okay.
But the very last one when we 18 I said Tama na asem why did not down na no frefre. I don't know if you say this is to say bia nyame to nsa frɛ na. You know, the very last one when we So I don't know how they're going to go about, but I'm just saying this just so you know, say I've made some checks. Now the second thing I tried to understand was letter, the first letter no Fachemi. Why?
Fachemi.
The first letter now I'm say about Antiago Siamodeba out to prove say indeed records or say on ne that Lumba wari Germany no. O share letter now me send this letter so say omo share is it possible say we know ye fake na say obi a doctor no. Now omo check here and also HMs no signature now was Susan. Susan is a very powerful person or embassy.
Okay.
So Susan mama sign letter a fake.
Okay.
It's the easiest thing to have verified for that letter. Listen, ka you bet true or for no alcohol because almost say ultra emailer because they cannot authenticate the sending email to such important information. I'm from out. It's too for nakwaba. No, my baby. I say it's emblem here bullet is a German for emblem. And also will be now creating organ.
Okay.
All these things could have been done.
Okay.
Okay. Judge Nensemo Ujina so Ejina. The can say ye try to situate the letters now mame Fatibe boy. Letter ba say omo. Say papa wo waro nkratem na e bia me pese me describe ordinance no.
Okay.
Aye no so say o waro nkratem dia na nyina so etoso miensa say oba foforo a wono so yes wo ye yire no yentimi mfra ne yire na de etoso nan so say busua panyi a wo address wo ba foforo no say wo ye yire no so onyai and na busua panyi a chema me hu ba bi asase mi firi bai say o say o confrere odobuni aso iti afre mi ati ba bi asa paragraph no eco free e bai. Okay. Asema da jeje ni se me pese mi hu se me nkwa me ne yire ananya me nkwa me ne yire. Jaje tie sem. I say den ka wo be kire se wo nkwa ne ware wo mremu no. One, I'm far a choir or say fast. Medical just saying my time maybe I give it me a rectify. I'm far a choir or say fast. Two, and normally the other by no. You who say no more than sir. And no many be needed. So yes, marriage certificate. With the 2 copies in the buy, but different signatures. And I'm thinking aloud say so more worry 2004. Whoever did the registration, a signature bebaso. Because on mommy at here says or more marriage certificate and yet to say you didn't be the registrar a signature and also. It is a nipa now or register our 2004 signature bearer. Now say me see me pay a copy. Now say me pay your authenticating mania. Say oh yeah nena obesan yet the 2004. So obviously you have to use different signatures. It's easy to verify, but they needed time to have made this authentication to be sure because here in Germany, it's a beer, Sana ko say and a beer so no, a beer so. Yes, I say what you know, there was so young and crack me there. You need to name mum dear we any fear dear magia to Bassama 50 hours as mamma. If you Daddy, if you are as a
call say almond chair say wine a year. Okay.
It's my 50 at midday. Say a year our back on a bema no choir friend say hearing our back. So our really yet caught a worry. It is a whistling crat and the buy into me my young friend Minquasa ya and a bomassam to me as well.
Okay.
Bomassam to go, Nyan Sorenco. But who sabe castle? Oh, what's some day? Had a main fact because on cratter and see. No, yen come dear money who says, say a waroo fee. Okay, I'm not interested in that one. Mid case I'll be buying and yan yet touching. I mean, come fee. They are waroo fee, no, you know, Baba couldn't so dim come on, or no so any bar, a kunu. Nimia bear kunu. And the baby a dancing man or banner saw mammy or phantom. But Nimia bear kunu, the baby a dancing mamma judge crackers. Oh, on Quanson and a dancing dear a yen of crap, no craft for dear. Mommy. That's all of us so be reporter speech. That's all of us so the answer the kwafo. Of us so be ka say ya mommy and of us mommy. Ya buy ya and the cans any be channel.
I know yes yeah no team bi.
But now we know
say o me say onipa na na team no betumi abobi din.
But now we know.
No. Who's your penny sister?
Okay.
Penny.
So, next and you na kwa na reporter speech. Ebi wo kwa na wo hu.
Enuntina. Se asema ya wo kai. Mentwa wonu. Asema ya wo kai. Senka krata we kura papa ji. Se na ye jenu a. Enka saa asem na o kan so no nko abeyi kuna no. Ka ebi ono nko no kwa ye kuna. Enti so we judge no so a. Meme de na mbeka se efia ware no kura na omudi free nkrata mu ne niema mu ba no so we no kura wanye antuma no de consider no ma ne be tumi be ya warefo
eno na me come asem say no enam abusua panini ensem kayemu ena ma judge kofa sa efia ware esem
Sem na edeba.
patrolity ni when if you are yourself I believe me go in Jesus we free ordinance no so and wa be you are
the people nyenti we free so
Da.
German must see where is it?
evangelist
So evangelist
mama come as a das nyame shrafa yetini judge anka so be a document fake
judge and castle be documented.
say obi say judge ka so be document
there be judge
o me entwen
lawyers
minim etina me bo judge
judge me mundu bo judge din na o ya de na o de ya de akwache because the lawyers no be kasava and san abedru judge
over to minim de meka okay judgment judge anka say obi a document fake. Her challenge was procedure or the technicalities and the can answer
and some stuff.
Minimum, say me person me prove myself. Nasa fa and lawyers as also person prove your media. I'm gonna bet to go medium.
Okay.
It is a more cast someone me document to ma. It is their right. It's their job.
Okay.
Me no money problem, but me no say me prove say documents no papa. Part of the summer, that's it.
Take a picture.
So, but we've been sitting here for more than an hour, my dear.
Ola kasa. E wo floor.
We can floor.
Famobia kasa.
18 judge, young infantry or say one book document they say fake. The honor here. Because Sunny here can want to say judge or document here fake and then a marriage certificate and a nipa signature and so there be. I checked with the marriage certificate too. Oh, German embassy or no. And I'm saying indeed, their certificates are mostly inside a book you call a family book. I'm born French and I don't even know. It's if you want the original, you can extract that one from the book. And that one has got only the registrar's signature.
And both parties.
But some more be worried there. You must sign document. You are not your certificate.
Okay, that's it. So this is the original certificate.
It's in the giveaway picture. I say this is how it is. But the TNA, for people not to be forging and reduplicating these things, periodically they change the style and the font.
Okay.
Patrioti. Periodically they change the style and the font. It's maybe old worried about 2004. You don't expect me I'm worried 2025. Yes, the new font standing at baby. It is if you go to court and the lawyer and opposing lawyer can say now we font yes now we font yes oh you're right. But it means that almost no names say almost so some the end periodical. So if we couldn't go through the process of making the embassy of Ghana, Ghana embassy in Germany to authenticate. Authenticate doesn't mean somebody stand by bosso. But and they are sharing Rana German. No, also the letter to certificate account. Say you are checking a deal inside deal way. It's genuine. Okay. But in your time, you're fine to.
Now when
you're fine to because it takes process. It takes time. It takes time.
The floor, Pacho.
And a BM so no also medical certificate is always a stratigraphy this family booking. Good. And to say to me and yes after the Ghana embassy. What's the next process? Then you find somebody who understands this thing as a witness. Instead of finding Mr. Kantanka to explain traditional marriage, we should have found somebody to rather explain the German style of marriage and documentation. Till that person would have made it easier to authenticate some of these things. But you saw what you say. It's a mistake. That's how I'm seeing it. That if we couldn't do the certification in Germany to the Ghana embassy, we needed to have found somebody here to do or help us to understand the process. German for the from the Omawari normal certificate. So if you couldn't prove this, obviously the judge could throw your case out. Say, okay, when to me and prove the case, I don't think your case has any value. But the only problem is who even asked her to go to the defense of saying, okay, that's it, their case. Oh, the what you have to my fine. You're wearing the customer. Oh, okay, fine. But they validate the customary marriage. Because to her, that marriage was cancelled by this ordinance.
Yes. Oh, worry,
No, relax. To her, I am to her, and yet to the judge. To her, and yet to the judge. It is a percent or date or they customer can correct the case. One fan can the case. No, I'm talking to what was presented in court. And I make her say, customer has in the name count. It's a judge, I think so. She's somebody that was trying to or tries to bring it peace. She said there was a penny peso. But if you stick to your law, kakra. Ebi anye piece bia no bia ehia ne sa patwate ase say oka say yentu montimi and authenticate mo document mo case no sa wo ko abeye ware ni because wo ko abeye ware ni dia now ye under ordinance ya to case na go. You could have just said that now that so odobro ni na menwu so ya oye then you did it well, but you try to balance the sheet apart and then it becomes like aden Madam, Mamma, me, oh, for one and son, education, your baby case, Nana. But you own the milky. Nay, I say, Mammy, I don't think I beg you, but dear, say, we boy you with the sack of cray. I was a born just to calm the 2 hours. To calm the tension. It's also this one will give birth to speculations. That's what I'm doing now. Say, it's anything. Oh, you're born in the no, the court. The Moody Cowboy, lawyers, not judge crying. Also, about no her ladyship, Dorinda Smith, Arthur, PhD. Ayena Juma. Yenya, Enya, Demo. What you can do almost a year more than they should enjoy it. But in this, even with this ruling, I don't see a loser and I don't see a winner.
Okay.
One, if she had struck the case out, Mami Sewa, Mami Agusa Sewa, but she has made it by her ruling. I may pay a kind year on Monday or Tuesday. Say, oh no, yeah, we so yeah, and we'll to a busia for say, Bayanka, Momo Munu. Now we're not quite beginning na dear Nanka. What's the number Tiara Mekasa? San Casa let a name of Buma Minum Tia, Edia Kariga, a Kadib Diakusi, Kawane Namoko. So what I say.
And you're public. Yeah.
Empress,
you are
Yamisha Judge, what? Na or Antonum, a more beer Nina Tem. Na Juma no why.
Arnold.
What that?
So no can't put the media, my breath.
Oh, my breath.
Because
I mean, that.
Because we create impression is a unim film.
Oh no.
Okay. So you admit that Uncle.
Yeah, I've admitted that there was a problem. And then they causing this, which is the lawyers probably indiscretion or maybe because of time.
Why do you say time? Because you see, Okasana or Obeya Hadrin. Obekai say, lawyer could see any media interactions on Obeka say, judge no cry, sure must say, obey at this particular time. You and I didn't hear lawyer could see objecting to that durational judge and the share also by this time you be case. Yeah, so it is wrong for you to say there was lack of time. And into but no.
That's my observation, bro.
Yeah, my observation is wrong. It's totally wrong. It's flawed.
Yes, boss.
It's your best way. Empress. Case Kokota. A 1 outcome to be filmed. Bakube winning. Bakube lose. I don't subscribe to somebody lawyer be or somebody an apology, blah 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 blah, and we here. You see, case with tension is very high.
Very high.
Akuma also. Ain't no kasabi koso. Tamana case no koso. A part of the process. Ain't you know as all the you are rubbing salt into being you say your apology to somebody else. No, necessary. Because they will lose no on a scene ne pain. Because of how energized na case ni and they are classified so no. They are going through something. It's true. You need to appreciate what they are going through. Because it was a high stake case. If it had gone the other way around, so they would also be feeling it. We should appreciate what one party is going through, and not what situation. And Papa Shee, evangelist. Seriously, I admire of them. Enthusiasm I will show for a year. In fact, say maybe I may and I'm not now. Oh yeah, the way maybe I be chow. Me sorry na be chow. Because say Onua and I say Adamfo. A year they will like vim out they ashamed to ensure say the proper thing is done. No. A part of me is seeing that angle, but the approach. Don't you believe say Senkebia was someone approacher? I can do be a CCA.
In what ways?
Because as a way a Confucianist.
To you.
I'm appreciating a part of your demeanor, your aggression, or the shame no old person when ensure say be because. But I also believe say our approach be as a what trances will be a for example. You say be 13 December. You are still insisting.
And you make a summer busiano, untias, busiano much me. We shall penny on a partner, Mamma Brimpoma, and make us some more. Send me,
my issue with you is this. Reason I order money now for 14th no, a toasso. Me pacho Moko means she now Moko deliberate on the 13th. I didn't a man protest the war.
Name me. And Nana, the dear Swabaka say, Yanko who Sama, and Yako, it was your penny, and I make a chance, Yakona Chia Unio, and Anana say, we took our Beba 29th, and Okazu took for Beba 28, into a banner in Ayaba. Now let an eddy by Moasam Mecano, or the atom penny for him. Here we are preocupied, and I took an abuse your penny quiet. We on bedboard, and I sit our could is 1 month because Yamakas almost set a crown abuse your penny, sit up Bempoman Mujiayu. So
with stance here, I will take it. It's say you know science.
You per se, you three boys. A thing you court no. A radio doman and commandino. Or my shell autopsy in your manase. As I say, autopsy money. They be in a court. Yani transition for you know. You didn't go autopsy. As you are feeling you court. You be court in no autopsy. Not police for investigating your 3 accounts. You won't check it. So what I say, ɛna ne nti come out no abɛbɔ yi na peace satan no
so
ebusia so say ye be any are you telling me any Ghana forces 13 December na seba so the other side na we person dey show
almost city almost Emma so yes me no ka say me say me na say me kan see me na me ka say mo yes me ti me pa mo chon yes me na me hihye me na me kasa Emma mo ti na me correct say nyame me kasa mama bempoma any ebusuani na o maka 90% me na me kasa mo
it be so ebusuan penya wo da wo best friend I will see diamond o boa no na yere o start abrabo na ebusuan penya ye yi nani na wa mo nyina na mo kom adeso aba na
adeso aba wa me de ebusuan penya ye ni nhia bi o woni ebusuan na nhia bi o omo ka se omo nkohia no wa ma ya ko 2 times wa ma
13th na ebusuan penya
na ebusuan penya ho
me pa cho me ba nya abotre iti 13th ebusuan penya wo mo ho
na me ni na brempoma no ne ho na brempoma city wa anya ntu tie timbacho o se wa anya ntu ene omo propose e ma omo nti omo ka se oni ebusuan penya nkosiesie bisa penya since na omo ko ho no woni brempoma no machi oni ebusuan ni hia bi ubu panyi onya me
so you are saying say 13th no which yes say beba so no omo are representing omo dey no
omo si baby omo si e ma so omo si
they will do it enye dey no kan no
enye me na me kasa mo hwa de ofa ya poku mama George na ebusuan no o si ya poku wa Lumba ofa no enka say ya poku please men yes
onye ebusuan panyi dem pesa mto
ebusuan panyi je say yo be kan
ya said time na
to be sie ya chese o timi ne ofa ase no Asia onye ebusuan panyi say onye ofa onje bi
yeah but you say time no
onye say time no
exactly
bajo me
nana me pacho se opemso ehye data yetumi sesa
no nto de suma kantankrechi ene baaye
ene obaje ko no won ko sesa data
dabi enu ame ko dade so abahin no
ya sama se obacho tie na sama please
sama hin to
me nka se sama hin sesa bajo tie mi
na pacho hin
na dade so abahin ena eni ebusuani nyina akọ no se ekohia ebusuan pani yekotena wa ma be se obusia ena na ka se yenko na sama hin ho ena eni ebusuani nyina next day yesa akọ na sama hin ho kwa no mso atwen ya ma otu ni ka akọ ni following day no ye free court ni eni ebusuani nyina nso amadi ena yekoto na sama hin
esa ye 3
se ena ka se papa na ebusuafoni nyina ntra na oni abrempoma amra ena oji ye na office na oni ye ka se mo na tese ni se na me pa cho mo ba no na mia na o papa wa medina se mo nkran me ye eyi no an ye makakra nti afi ne ma ba na abusua na se mo fra ni bi exams ena autopsy ye ya akwezu gina court me ka wie na ye ka se nyina wie wole tenum ena so okay papa obi am making it down say nchire na ada no mba no enye se ne course so timi omo de omo ntam ne ba ha ena ma ye ka ne se on but papa me kwa me ntimi sesa no na de tie ne se me tu kwan me ba 29th opemso beba 28 na info be hia ye ba ne ni nyina hia na ya hwese de ebe na mamo
uni wo mu hia na wo bo date ne
unti me se letter na de kwa ni mu data omo so je se dia kire mpani vonza na no
it is a meeting in baso
me ba mpacho letter no na mu ase na me ka kire na se 14th no ena na ye peni o ma ye ni na state ena me na so okwa ba e wa ye se busu peni aye board na me ko bisa na wo se eni o le ka so nye wa na se wo
si bebo
ba lo de akwa she papa no mo bi ya sa ji na ma abusuan ka ese no se wo wa fa emra so won se mu dia o mo so be si o mo be board ena o mo so aye o mo dia
me pacho
we ye che 30 wa fa won ko si be board ade a hene na se yengosi
se opemso na na ye boni di na kasam so kasa untumi en change nti so far sa mo di ade ne koto nana sama
no so otukwan
no so otukwan a 29th on buy no enka ye the date no to one anka ye twen no buy ne ni wo kan na bibia to boko ansa na ye de ba senke beboa
ebeboa papa ni hu omo so omo se abusua pani akoyi fa sika second sika third sika na wa mo sa mo amane o ena ono ye ne ono no bo
mo ho amane
wa ma ko se bempoma amane wa mo ya puku amane mama na ya puku ni gas ono mo go hia mo ni se ni so mo ko ho ye se 30 ontimi no mo hia bio Mummy Sano, so we need to Nana Fiona Casa, Munko Shiana Mon Solvo, Sebia Kama, not 30 now. So for your corner one and Zan or say, what's your been Poma? What's your Poma? So money offer. One has already me. But unless I know if you can, from I'm coaching the financial warfare, I'm measuring. We hear Munaso pass on Gino. Because I'm waiting come over cheap before doesn't mean kind of public. If you do years ago, I won't stand so be show phones more man confusion. Like as in what do you seek? We are seeking, sir. Your name penny for the Beshia. Now yet in your coin. Now you have to tune in because Lumba near Sebe. What do you mean for 2 weeks? And she says 5 months in the was it 5 months? And we in a court. You are in a court. Say, a woman in your bed to that trouble. You didn't know what you need to be about the show. Me patcho. July. You are telling me 3 months, 6 months. I'm not Casa. So something, Michelle, we situation with CCA. Then I'll be to me here to actually help resolve the matter. Almost someone tell me I say no, somewhere in the 14th no. It be somewhere in the 6th. How do we get the unified front to actually do the funeral? The me say, Papa Shee, wa forming a gang. Omo mean say, the ye piano ombeseno. Me would the Lumba the home. Na ente sapa dia yes what the cool no say autosi mama koye wo se ne ma na ekogina otobo okasa mo bi ngabi wo se ne ma na ekogina ho emo ye ne ma no enso ebi wo 30 years ba ko ye doctor ba ko ye engineer na ase de lawyer na ekogina papa ho ene aya ade no mimi ni ho unsu ni ho ena sebi imperiasa enya nkwala no ne ko papa ne mu eko twitwae amno special doctor ana oyeye why say munyintu what be mpani sem da na sobo ada be mpoma ga so say ohun say daddy eda ho no na ye titi ne ho some max bi titi ne ho but me susu me ko ho na be ko hwe no ya hye na tare na me bi say okowo ne ho ara. Oh, they say they are content. I don't understand. Papa, no, I am dear. Could you am dear? Yes, Slamo. Mummy and Sieno. Nessiena, yes, and very much. The best thing they say. Ye bed fat near ma, na lawyers no. I bet Chaman, maybe Yari. I don't hear her body, Nessa. As our train. Now, you have gun and you know, President Bekamunti. Ohene beka amunti mo abetia mo just nipa trefoi ba ko bekum apemi ni bekum pindu magiem wo so wo yesan wo nya busuani enta me gira hono you need a picture bra picture den gawe na bra bo nyame ne bo picture den gawe adamfo bi sinia e say enipa tamfo ni fiefo is in the scriptures adamfo bi sinia enipa ne tamfo ni fiefo so they say church ba dem me ye biso no na ye date papa meet you then na you know esi kwan say bi a ye mo be hwede e bi ekun no ansa o ma ye also o ma ye papa so so no dey yensi kwan o mo ye first one papa she na mo se mo nti ase e ko be 3 months and be 2 months and ase ni even na nakusi ka say koko ye obetua okay ana na na kisi ka chance ko na ko ye obetua ena mo ye ba ha die ma ohene esa de 1 week ne ka ho no ene mo autopsy ye shia o to fe o so nja ko to won timi because any yes ya fe ni record you record Friday software Friday echira make say echira ma me pacho echira ya make say se mo ye ready me won kra ha echira jo Monday, me say mobile up to Sina. You can go there because they say take it just 3 days. The near my
omo fefa ne ma na asa
yeah ready
what the nani akosi
there be yes ni ma no ba na no be say
substance ben na she we can see the cost standard authority substance ben
oh me pa
Lumba
o ma no American o ma ba
to ma jomba obi sa ma to bo ase uni ma de me ne be mpoma e na omo frɛ yen sɛ yenko 37 na yenko specialist nipa omo eye autopsy nti ekwa no omo ka che say papa no afro nti omo de number man have his number here and o ka say emra tie yemra bema camp tie me pa na e call bema camp e call no office no explain to you say they are fine substance in the system no omo de cost standard board tie me na ono kwa e ne nwa a che say emaye we need doubt to be a room and I say they have found something
doctor na ne catch you
please me pacho oh so me doctor me doctor please and I mean chant me be mpoma na ko so chant so for me it's me yin ya twen and on my documents pacho was say the documents na say digital so bibia ye be ye and ye twen ni mu enti yenya we say no results na ko si say abusia pani ni Beneza ka say abana wo mo ho and I bisa
from the standard authority
me pacho please about me kwan ha nipa ko de ma o say betimi about right source enipa o ma akwa ma ye ne de ama no and I say oh and I say o mo and me bisa ne say na dia ne sikwa so de mema brempoma and I say brempoma na say ofi Germany aban obaye hwe no e ma okra correct no bisa ne so de ma brempoma na say no fast na say me de ma brempoma na
bisa o
me say de ma doctor bi no kire ya say ye tie ano kra ma monyen kan no ma
kwa fa me
tie wo
bisa say
ye tie ano no say no de mo kan ya na nya maaye no de na mo kan ya na nya maaye e chei ne baaye e baaye me kan say o mo de ade na ba even we announce ya announce say ade na o mi fi enti ebu say o mo che say we no ye ntumi fa meto public yare we ni kunu ana tumba influencer yare we ni kunu yare ni kunu enti me announce ka kire mo say ade na ba enti ne mo ba people no take doctor bia and say one doctor boatin also do because doctor for njere obere hu enti da ho even yakọ ohini we kura bi but o man panye okay enti no an say yakọ ne de ama wo me de ma sa chechere ma wu mimi hu enti gisi ya de ko ma doctor bi yenyina egira ho papa krata ni because mo ko no mo say mai e kire ne baaye and na o me ho no
and I make us say dey na sikwa say obefre bimpoma wo de fanse ono kwa na ma won chen akosia me offers me so ade na ye pen me nsaka enti enko doctor o fe
but o see ama mo ho kwan se mo nko ye
ewo tie ewo no ho no ne de no enti ama ye kwan dia man de urade ya aduma ni afa process ra mfanse ye ya ebe ni afa specialist the doctor akosa professor akosa na wo
man fa hwea substance na mo say o me hu o the cost standard authority no since you are so eager na autopsy no ehun here as it should no have you bothered to follow up from standard authority to find out the standard
yeah the ama busia penny oh just sister force ohun
to say aba e no aba but e dey catch busia say
report na munya if standard authority na buy na if doctor or
one
no need set so ultimate kasa
me pacho oni so ultimate kasa me pacho da
maybe am ko
autopsy no me pacho one of the results and them
maybe am ko na me suma mo say me wo kuma ase
okay
ntia na me suma Ebenezer na say Asante say you know Asante e no mo ko na aba ti na hye yi ntimi ko no adana e ko na mo na me say enu ni
o de chiro
mai eni o mo de aba na me mbo na kura me e wo ahemfie o kura na kura me be do ma hwe just say akoso ase de akoso kan che me say